guess it's time to make my second video. I kind of didn't think I'd actually be sitting down to actually do this. Why? I don't know. I never followed through with really things. Don't really know much about like technology and YouTube and computers, videoing, obviously. But yeah, I kind of said I was wanting to have a video out, like, you know, Friday after my driving video is what some people are calling it. And you know, it just was like one of those things where it like kind of came in the moment, like, Ethan, you think about this all the time. Do it while, I guess, you're driving at a red light. Pull out your phone, say what you have to say, post it when you get home. And that's what I did. You know, at first I even didn't even want to upload it. You know, I was like kind of nervous and everything, but I'm fine now. And, you know, I'm here. I've had a really great day. And I think that the right decision to make with these videos and this thing I want to do on YouTube is bring light to situations and things I've been through that I know probably other people have been through as well, through and through it. So yeah, I feel like my story kind of begins when I'm 14. And I think the title of this video is going to be called My Coming Out Journey. And I was going to say story, but it's not over yet, first of all. And coming out was something I let pretty much define who I was. The label I put on myself when I was younger, it's just something I don't really sit with now. I'm a different person now, you know, my whole world has really changed. So yeah, this is just my coming out journey, and I hope like my experiences and what I have to say about certain things help someone out there, you know. So you're just not alone in this, okay? Wow. Okay, so I guess it begins, we'll go to a little bit to childhood and then I'll kind of like transition. My dirty clothes are also in the background. I was like, I'm gonna move those. This is my life. You're welcome. But childhood. So like basically this thing I live with is just I have an attraction to guys. Is what this video is about. And I live in a world where I guess that may not be the normal thing to do or be. And it kind of hurts because, you know, I feel like a normal person. I like normal things maybe heterosexual people do, but there's something wrong because I have a different attraction than what whatever you want to call it. So, whatever. Growing up, I kind of always, I was born like this. You know, there's a song by Lady Gaga, and it's called Born This Way. It describes who I was as a kid, and it's true. I can only recall my earliest memories. Some having attraction to some boys, and it transitioned in like my mind to a whole other thing where I was thinking I was in love with girls, and I really liked girls at a young age. I had so many like girlfriends in middle school and like elementary school. I was like a little player with girls, and I don't know, I guess I got questioned a little in like my 4th and 5th and going into 6th grade, I guess, my sexuality. And people were like, hey, are you gay? And I'm like, what's that? It was just something, I don't know, my mom never really brought up to me as a kid. I don't know why. She kind of already knew. Maybe one day I'll get her to sit down and talk with me about that. But it was just always, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, the girls are just my friends. I just get along with them more. Because I have my girl, like, friend circles, of course. And guys were like, well, why are you always around the chicks? And I'm like, well, first of all, they all think I'm cute, but I'm gay. So, I don't know. It was hard. It hurt my feelings. And there's, like, guys that would make me uncomfortable because they said it. And I was like, why would you think I'm gay? And it's like, at that point, I didn't really know what it was. I was in denial. I didn't really think it was true. And even though I was kind of attracted to, you know, like thinking boys were cute at a certain age in my childhood, it as I got older and see what everyone else was feeling and thoughts were and going through it, I figured, okay, well, yeah, you're a kid at one point, and then now you have to get a wife and have kids one day. That's what I always thought in my head. One day I'll have a wife and kids. So middle school comes around, and I'm in my drama, teenage drama. I'm living my best life at the time. And there's this 8th grader who I knew was gay. He was open, I believe at the time. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. And I thought he was cute, and I don't know, it's just I had never seen really a gay person, because I went to an all 6th grade middle school in my town, and then I went to a 7th and 8th grade middle school as well, so like 2 separate ones. So in the 6th grade one, I was just dating girls. I didn't really know, none of us were gay. I don't think they were out at the time, not that I knew of. And then 7th and 8th grade, there was this guy, and I had an attraction, and he just kind of wasn't interested. And that like really kind of confused me, because I didn't know if it was because I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't up to his level, because and I kind of just stooped down from it. I was like, okay, well, he's probably deserves better anyways. Nobody wants me. Look at me. So I kind of backtracked on all of it. I was like telling people, yeah, it was just a phase. I don't like him. He don't really like me. It was just a one-time thing. I played it off. I told people I was straight again, and it kind of hurt to live a lie, because I knew when I got home and I was by myself, I'd be on like my iPod or my phone. I'd be on the internet basically, and I would be like talking to guys, like, trying to find myself with someone who could relate to me and the things that I liked and wanted to talk about. And I found people like that. And it was just a crazy thing that I would live a lie. And I don't want to call it a lie. It's just I wasn't being who I was at the time. And then living who I was in the privacy of my home with my family. And I feel like that's what some people do when they're by themselves. They freely express themselves, how they really are, their real soul. And then possibly when you're around people, you gotta put up a front. You can't be yourself because you're afraid of judgment. And that's what it was for me. I was so afraid of being judged. I was so afraid of people wanting to hurt me, and basically because I was gay, I ended up getting a girlfriend, and this is my last one. So I ended up dating her, and there happened to be this kid I knew from the internet, of course, and he was bisexual, maybe gay. He was younger than me though. So I know that this had happened to me before. I knew like I liked someone and they didn't like me back. This kid, I honestly, I wasn't interested. I wasn't wanting to be out. I didn't really want a boyfriend or anything like that. So I tried just to befriend him. I was like, yeah, we can be friends. And he's like, best friends. And I'm like, yeah, I love you, best friend. And all this, whatever teenage friend guys do, bros do. But yeah, I think he just was really interested, and then went really dark on me one night and scared me really bad. And I think it just, his moments kind of fell to me like coming out. Like, I had my girlfriend and she was in the drama, and like it was just like everybody felt like kind of saw what he was trying to do. Basically he said he was gonna tell people that I was bisexual, and if I wouldn't want to like be or talk to him, like be with him or talk to him. And I remember reading that, and I just like panicked on the inside, and I'm like with my cousin, and I don't tell him. It was with my male cousin, so of course I'm not telling him, but I'm freaking out on the inside. And he's like, you know what, just kill yourself. And then in that moment, I just felt like something fall down on me, like wow, if this is who I am, like I'm just gonna have to kill myself for you, like over you. It was just an awful thing to feel and experience, and I felt terrible. And I never talked to him. I blocked him right after and never talked to him again. I haven't seen him. I know of him. But after that, I ended up just kind of seeing this kid who ended up arguing with him on the internet. It's all just involved with the internet. I was like an e-boy in the day. But yeah, so they ended up arguing, and I thought he was really cute at the time. Still think he is. He's pretty cute. Shout out to him if he's watching. But yeah, I saw him, and the rest was kind of like it. We dated, did our thing. I won't go into details about that, because that's not really what this video is about. It's not about relationships. This is more about me and just coming out. Okay, so yeah, let's kind of get into like the second part of this video. So coming out, I had to, let's just start kind of where my relationship, and then kind of took off from there. So my first boyfriend and I messaged him like kind of through the internet. He ended up actually coming to my house just like after talking for like a week. And that night I like posted a picture of me and him on Facebook, and like I can finally be happy in myself, and don't know the exact words, but yeah, so that was just, I did that, and kind of it blew up. And to me, living in my technology Facebook era, it blew up in a sense of, wow, people are seeing this, like 500, 600 likes. People are messaging me saying, wow, like, that's amazing that you're doing this. It was like, whoa, like, I didn't expect that reaction. I was expecting more of, like, a hate reaction, so I'm thankful for that. Really thankful for that. I had good friends around me. It was a really safe thing to do, because I think what hurts the most coming out of this, after I announced that, I had to live kind of with, like, a family thing. And I hope this like relates more with people, kind of more compared to like coming out feelings wise. I think a lot of people are really scared to come out to their families. I don't have exact reasons. I have my own. Everyone kind of does. To me, it's more of a thing of losing them. You're scared to lose them because you're afraid that they're not going to love you for who you really are, and then you'll be judged. There'll be awkwardness. That's how it is for me. You feel like you're kind of just pushed off. For what? I don't know. Because you're gay, or you're lesbian, or you're trans. You feel like, wow, you can't really fit in comfortably around with the people if you don't feel 100% truly accepted. There's always that uneasiness, I feel like. So my family, I'm not gonna name drop, I'm not gonna say anything bad on them. They're blood, and then I have to respect them, and I will, always. I will be respectful towards my aunts, uncles, parents, grandparents, cousins, all of them, My uncles really hit hard at that night when I did come out. My uncles called my mom, called her awful names, called her a horrible mother, said we were going to hell. How could she let this raise this kid, this child of Satan? Never talk to my kids again, like stuff like referring to like my cousins. But yeah, it was just an awful thing at home to deal with. Living my true self with a boyfriend, but I have to now see my family like take a twist. And I guess my one uncle was hurt at the time because I didn't tell him. But in a sense, how do you go to your uncle that practically raised you and just let them fully know who you are, knowing that their beliefs might not be the same as yours? So that was my biggest fear. I knew I didn't agree with some things with my aunts and uncles. We had different beliefs growing up. All of us did. It was just a thing in our family. We were still family, but just our belief systems were off. So I didn't want to tell him. I didn't want to tell any of them. And to be honest, I didn't tell any of my aunts and uncles, or my grandpa, or my grandma, any of them. The only person I told was my mom. And I took a risk with it because I didn't know. You know, I love my mom, and my mom was my superhero as a kid. But it was that fear of, if my mom doesn't accept me, I won't have anybody, and this could lead to some disastrous things. And I don't want anyone to feel like that, and know that that will not be your answer if you're not accepted from, you know, close parents or someone you very are close with, and you're afraid of that moment when you have to tell them. Mom took it well, and I'm very honest to God. I'm thankful for the Lord or the universe or whatever we have in this world, that my mom was accepting. My mom pushed me through that time, and she was right by my side, knowing what she was going through in her personal life. With a divorce with my dad, it's just like she is a strong woman, and I'm very thankful for my mom. She accepted it well. She said she already knew, so that was great. But it was, yeah, she knew before the day me and my first boyfriend were gonna hang out, so she kind of knew right before that big moment happened. And of course, another person that knew were small, very close friends at the time that I knew weren't gonna tell anybody, like my cousin, who was a female, though. She is still my best friend. Shout out to Mia. I'm just kind of referring to notes and stuff I have written down, but kind of my dad is where I want to go next. My dad is one hard working man. If I had his work ethic, there you go, I'd be like a millionaire, like, honest to God. What he does is just insane, and he still holds it together for us, my brother and little sister. And it's like, my dad wasn't there though as a kid as much with his job, so me and his relationship was always off. When he was home, it was just uneasy. He kind of like toughened me up at home, but also I felt like it was more like, you're never home, do you hate me type feeling. My dad's relationship with me has gotten better throughout the years. You know, when I came out, I kind of was just like, Dad, this is my boyfriend. He was right at the house, and my dad was like, hello. He didn't say nothing, but it was just like, okay. He never really said anything after. He tried giving me a Hooters calendar for Christmas one year. It didn't help, but he kind of just accepted it. I had boyfriends come around after. He never said anything. He's never said anything bad. And maybe it's not something he'll openly talk about with people. I don't really know. But I'm proud to be a son, and hopefully he's proud to be my dad. So I know nobody would ever talk bad about me around him without him standing up for me. So today I'm not really identifying with any sexuality. You know, one day I hope to have kids, and I hope one day to actually do have a husband or a partner at home with me, raising my kids in my dream house, my dream job, and lifestyle and everything. Just, if you got to this point in the video, thank you, first of all. It's hard. Expressing who you are is hard, because you live in a world where you don't even know how many people there are in this world, but you have to make yourself feel fit in and included and loved. And you deserve that. Everybody does on this earth, and that's what's wrong with it. Nobody feels accepted, no one feels heard, and that's why there's so much evil and discontent and just hate, and it's just not right. Do yourself the favor. Take the time you need for yourself to sort out what you need to do mentally, emotionally, physically with yourself. Make sure you eat on a healthy diet. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure you're getting good sleep. You're not abusing drugs, alcohol. Take care of yourself. You are put on this earth to do something. I promise you. I promise you. It's not to be full of hate and anger and just acts of vile, malicious acts. It's not it. It's not what you're supposed to be here for. Everyone has good in them. They have to dig within themselves to find it, I believe. You have to connect with the earth in a way that will let you be yourself like that. Representing my Pizza Planet shirt also, and some NASA exploring out there. Not sponsored, but of course I would love to be one day. But thank you guys really for watching this. You know, coming out is not easy, and I'm not telling anybody to do it. You shouldn't force anybody to come out for you or force them to come out of the closet. They will do it when they're ready. You will do it when you're ready. Just know that there are people who will accept you after, and that when you're ready to be yourself in this scary world, it's gonna be, you'll feel that cloud and that breath of fresh air you've been waiting, that chain lifted off your shoulders and neck, and then in your chest you can breathe again. I promise you. I don't know when I'm gonna make this next video. Yeah, I know this was probably very amateur of a video, a very amateur coming out journey video, but hey, this is my life. I'm very awkward. I'm very just, hey, I'm in the moment, let's do this type guy. But I pray for everybody, and I hope you all continue to stay safe, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you take care of yourself. But until next time, thank you. I'll see you later.